Hey folks, welcome back to SC Haulers. I'm Sax of Wine, and today we are going over again the 4.3.2 salvaging changes. And I'm going to preface this with this is the first PTU patch that we have this. It's sitting over the weekend. CIG might have like a skeleton crew adjust some things over the weekend, but overall, we won't see any changes until Monday. So this will probably change. But as of right now, just going off of my last video's information that I have, we are getting about a 20% yield for the Reclaimer's construction material salvage. And if that's the case, if I have like 500 SCU of construction material salvage, that means I would only be getting roughly around 95 SCU of construction material from the refinery if I used a high yield process. So I have my C2 here. I have a Starfarer Gemini as well. I have a couple other ships. I want to say a Cutlass Black and the Apollo Triage that I'm going to salvage with the Vulture. And we're just going to compare numbers there and go and see what is best for us. I am solo in the Reclaimer. So this, I'm not worrying about our special spot or whatever. We're just going to do this raw dog and call it a day. All right, cool. So we are good to go. We have 210 SCU of construction material salvage. And we are going to get this back into the hangar, unload the Reclaimer, and then come back out here for this Gemini. Or Starfarer, excuse me. Alrighty, last box. This obviously wasn't everything out of the hopper and the Reclaimer, but it should be around 210-ish, like 206 or something. 208. So 208 SCU on this first run. Let's get back out there to the Starfarer, and we will go from there. Okay, we are back at the Starfarer, and this is going to give us a full hopper of construction material salvage. Once we get this done, we will head back to the refinery. That should be a full 240 SCU, which, if my calculations are correct, $208 plus 240 will give us 448 SCU. All right, so we're going to skip ahead from here and head over to the refinery and see what our results are. So we have finished that up and we are at the refinery now. And actually, the first thing I want to check is the ore sales terminal. See if it recognizes the ship, which it recognizes all of them, which is great. And I didn't have anything left on it, so that is fine. Now, what we're going to do is pick Obituary for one. I don't know why I was looking at the other ships. But we're going to pick the highest speed and highest yield, which is going to be our Pyrometric Chromalysis. And we can see here we have 448 SCU of quantity. And that is Oh my gosh, that is devastating. 89.6 SCU for yield. And look at that cost too, 53k for 89 SCU. Now, I know Ferron Exchange and the Dynex are going to be lower cost, but if you did want this the fastest possible with the most yield, you would go with the Pyrometric route. And then if you go to sell these commodities anywhere currently, they are the same prices as 4.3.1, so it's 2k per SCU. So if you have a full crew on your reclaimer and you go to sell construction materials after it's refined with 90 SCU, you're making 180k, and you're splitting that between however many people are on your crew. That's wild to me. Okay, so I want to confirm two things on the Vulture, but that can't stay the same. That cannot stay the same. So we're gonna hop over to the Vulture and salvage a few ships as well. I think the Cuddy Black and the Apollo Triage, and we will be back with however much SCU I get from that. Okay, so we are back, and we got 28 SCU from the other ships. The Apollo ended up like disappearing for whatever reason. Somebody destroyed the ships outside, so they were already gone. The Cutlass Black was still there. I think I ended up pulling out I pulled out another ship just to get up to 28 SCU, but either way, I wanted to check the ore sales terminal. I do have like 2%, or not 2%, it's like 0.22 construction material salvage left. In the video I posted earlier, for some reason the Vulture could not sell the construction material rubble, and I was curious if that was like just an ARC L1 thing, or if it was the Vulture not being able to do it. So here we are at the sales terminal, and let's see here. Not the Reclaimer, the Vulture. Wrong Vulture. There we go. So it is paying us for the Rebel as well. So that already to me indicates that it's either a problem with the RMC or it was a problem with the ore sales terminal at ARC L1. Why am I looking for the Vulture? Obituary. Okay, so 28 SCU, quote. So for 28 SCU with this Rebel, we are getting 22.4 yield, and my total cost is 3,360. Like, how does that even make sense? Like, if I wanted to get up to 90 SCU, I would have to do this order over again 50 times to reach that 53k that it cost for the 90 yield that I would have gotten before. That's insane. And I know, I get it. You're refining like 448 compared to 28 SCU. It's a smaller amount. But look at that yield and the time comparison from the refinery. You're getting 1 hour of time for 22 SCU compared to the 16 hours for the 90. You could go out in a team of Vultures and get 28 SCU in like 4 different Vultures and get that yield bonus of 22, and you would be over 100 SCU in a total time of 4 hours. But if it's on separate accounts, it would be 1 hour each, so you would have a total of, or over 100 SCU of our construction material in an hour. That's insane. Best multi-crew ship is a solo ship. Never thought I would have said those words. So last thing I want to do is test that RMC thing on the ore sales terminal, and we're gonna do a quick flip over to that. I gotta go get the Vulture and salvage another ship that is not destroyed. Okay, we are back. We ended up salvaging a L-21 Wolf. Where's my Vulture? Of course it switched the numbers. So you can see we have both recycled material and the rubble. We're going to try to sell. And it worked. That's fantastic. Oh, and it left the recycled material composite, but it took away the construction material. So I think that's how it's intended to work. And so you can't clear your hopper of RMC, but you can clear it of construction material. So that is good to know. So Arc L1 at the time that I tested it had been bugged, and that's why it did not work. So I'm going to go with this and say that you can do that, and we're going to move on from there. Lastly, and like I said at the beginning of the video, this is PTU. I am getting a little heated about it, but it could change in the coming days. I don't even know why I'm getting heated about this. Like, I don't do this gameplay loop, and it's only going to be like a month or two before they come out with building or crafting, according to the roadmap. Like, I don't have any official sources. Just, I feel like they wouldn't make these pushes this soon if building wasn't coming or crafting wasn't coming. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So anyways, I'm Sacks of Wine. This is SC Haulers, and we'll see you at the next haul. Love you. Bye. Sacks of